Hi, everybody. This is Danielle, Mastering Your Business, and I'm with Lisa. And Lisa, you and I were just talking about living life image strong. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Yes.
What is it?
Yeah. So image strong from my view, right, is about living confidently.
Okay.
And then my role is to be able to provide resources and training and support for women to really live that out.
Okay. So what does that mean when, so tell us a little bit about what you do.
Sure.
So, yeah.
Sure. So I'm a personal wardrobe stylist.
Okay.
Image consultant, speaker, author, and really the creator of Image Strong.
Okay.
And so if you back up Image Strong, so what is image?
Yeah.
So image is that physical or mental representation, idea, concept. And then strong is really the opposite of weak. So it's firm, it's solid. And as you put those together, as we as women think about ourselves, it's coming from that place of strength versus putting ourselves down or poor or weak or less than, or all we are is a comparative one woman to the other.
Yeah.
Which that ruins us.
Why do you think
right?
women do that? Like, why do we do that? I know I did that like earlier this morning. So why do we do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, what I've seen and from my experience is a lot of it is from stories.
Oh.
We've told ourselves out of issues or situations that have happened in our life. I mean, maybe think back to the first time something happened to you where you went, oh, never again. Or, oh, we were confident, and then we went, oh, I do that, or I'm seen like that. I mean, my first job, I remember getting fired. I was 17 and being fired due to over excessive body odor. And I was devastated, and I thought, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm in the list.
Yeah.
But really what it boiled down to is I didn't know the difference between a deodorant and an antiperspirant.
Oh.
From my family of origin, I wasn't taught. It wasn't really social skills, or those sort of personal skills weren't really taught. It was just kind of assumed you'll figure it out. And so that was my first recollection. So is that image strong? No, that was like showing up and going, I don't know.
Yeah.
And that was my moment in time saying, not only never again for myself, but there was something stirring about how could this be shared? How could, this maybe, I don't know, I really feel it was the first time when I was like, there needs to be somewhere people can go, women especially, for common sense. How do we pull this together?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the times we work on that outside exterior, but if some of it just seems to be reflected from the inside to the out.
Sure.
Do you feel that? Is that true? Do you think a lot of women, they think that they're just fixing the outside? I want to look professional, or I want to have a specific image, but you're actually dealing with the things that you're talking about, right? How do you connect the two of them, if I can ask?
It is inside out
Yeah.
in many situations. And what I feel the Image Strong is really speaking to is showing up on the outside, the woman that you are or believe to be or want to project from the inside. And I feel like really, even taking it back, my perspective is that we're made in a unique, very special, one of a kind image. And so how do we bring that forth and bring that about? Because we cannot lie that our image is a part of our wholeness.
Yeah.
It's a part of who we are. We just can't, we can't fake that.
Yeah.
And it is important. Now, do we need to obsess and go to this ditch over here?
Yeah.
No. But do we go over here and say it's not important? No. I think there's a middle of the road. There's a grounding.
I think that's really poignant, because a lot of times we hear like, it doesn't matter what you look like, it's what matters inside. And then there's another philosophy that, if you keep working on yourself, then you have body odor issues or something, right? So there's other kinds of things. I think the understanding that what you see is actually part of that presentation, right? But also that's just that first introduction.
That right.
Is that what I'm understanding when it comes to that?
Totally,
Yeah.
totally. And there's women who come to me from both sides.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
One will say, I've never cared about this issue. It's always been about and then they'll have the list.
Yeah.
And then their bent is, I know nothing.
Yeah.
Let's start with 101,
Yeah.
right? And I love that, because that's kind of who I am.
Yeah.
And then there's their person over here based on how they were raised or their career or
Yep.
whatever. It's only really the focus
Yeah.
has been on the appearance side, and they're craving education and just content and just a sense of confidence of how do I do this on my own, maybe versus being told or such.
Yeah,
So,
I know that
it's a
I've had
balance.
people help me along the way. There was one time in my life where my friends were, they were like, we love you, but you got to brush your hair. Like, we love you, but it's time to maybe brush your teeth a little bit, or like kind of things like that. And we kind of progressed past that to the hair and makeup and stuff like that. But I've always been like, the outside doesn't matter. It's just who you are on the inside. So I love that you're having that, the balance between the two of them, because it's really more important. We don't give enough credit to that as well and honor both sides. Or we are in a position maybe just to keep honoring one side over the other, depending on where you are.
Yeah,
Right?
and
Speaking
then
of
I
terms,
think
is that right?
absolutely.
Okay.
Then the outcome is this congruency, this inside-out congruency that's unexplainable, but it's very attractive.
Yeah.
Because then you're truly showing up,
Yeah.
unaware, I don't even know the word, but it's something where it's just a sense of wholeness.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it's peace. I think you're just centered in peace of who you are, because the outside matches the inside matches the outside. It's all one whole thing, and you're just at peace with who you are in that moment. And then you can present yourself authentically, to overuse the word, authentically in that moment for those people, right? Is that right?
Yeah, oftentimes, and this is a word,
Okay.
imposter, or women feeling like they're posing. And it's this story, oh, I have to be this way, or I have to show up being this way, or it's an expectancy in some regards. And then when you peel back the layers, what I feel that women really want to know about themselves is, how do I dress for my shape, my proportions, my silhouette, I mean, me, not my mom, my sister, my best friend. What are those colors that really bring me out? What is my style? What is a signature style? What is appropriate to wear for this venue, that activity? That's what we're wanting. Then when we can show up and know the answers to those variables, then it's even a more show up congruent.
Then you know exactly what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So how do we get in touch with you? If we need help with our styling, if we need help with our imaging, or if we actually need to talk to you about managing both sides of this, if we see ourselves either on one side or the other, how do we get in touch with you, and how do we find you?
Yeah, 100%. So website, lisafischerstyling.com,
Yes.
and Fischer's F-I-S-C-H.
Okay.
E-R,
We'll put that
like
in
the
there.
nuts.
Yeah.
Fischer Styling.
Oh,
And there's, if people are wanting just to get content, free content, we do a Tip Tuesday over on Facebook, Lisa Fischer Styling.
Okay.
And then over at the website, I do a weekly tip that has content and photos and some questions where we can dialogue
that.
back. And we offer a complimentary style discovery call with every woman.
Oh, I'm so taking
It's
advantage
super
of that.
safe.
Okay.
Super safe place.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell, because we just met.
Yeah,
and
I
we're
know,
having
right?
such like best friends, so I knew it. So thank you so much for joining us. I really, really appreciate it. I loved all of this. I love that balance. I really do. I really do. I like that a lot. And we'll put all of your information out there. And thank you
you.
guys so much for joining us today.